Well, I'm in this bar one night, and in comes a guy and he sits next to me. And on the other end of the bar, it's a big round bar, there's another guy drinking his beer. And I sit there and he asks the waiter to serve him a beer. And all of a sudden I see some movement in his chest pocket. And out comes this little dwarf. And he sits on his shoulder, rolls a little cigarette, starts smoking. Spots the other guy on the end of the bar. Slides down and he runs over and he jumps on his glass and he goes like, jumps down, runs back, up his arm, in his chest pocket. I was looking like, what? The bartender was looking like, what? The other guy on the end of the bar, he was really looking like, what? Bleep! So I order another beer, same does the guy next to me. And out comes the little dwarf again. He sits on his shoulder, makes a little cigarette, smokes it, looks around, spots this guy on the end of the bar again and ordered a new beer. He runs over, he jumps on the glass and he goes, jumps down, runs back, up his arm and back in his chest pocket. I'm like, alright, I'm obviously had too much to drink. So I ordered a cola. And the guy next to me, he orders another beer. The other guy on the end of the bar, he's really done with this little dwarf. And he says, bartender? Bartender runs over to this man. He says, yes sir. He says, do you have a really tall glass, like a glass boot or something? He said, yeah, we have one, sir. Is this one big enough? He said, yes. Fill that one up with beer. So he serves him the big boot with beer. Takes a sip and he's waiting. And of course, this little dwarf comes out, sits on his shoulder, rolls another cigarette, looks down the bar, looks again, slides down, runs up, and he goes with the glass, and he just can't reach it. And he jumps again, and this guy, he grabs him, and he says, okay, little fecker, he said, if you do that again, I'll squeeze off your little pecker, and I'll smash you against the wall. Whoa, he's pretty aggressive. But the little dwarf, he starts laughing. He says, why are you laughing? He says, you don't know, dwarfs don't have peckers. He said, oh no? He said, how do you pee? And he jumps up on his shoulder, jumps on the glass, he says,